Welcome back, trainers, and we did it. Scarlet Witch and myself were able to duo Groudon, and it was our first kind of attempt. So several days ago we did try it, but we didn't have maxed out Roserade. So we got inspired by Kato. She did it with Legacy Zale. So we were like, you know what? Let's invest in the rest of them. Let's go for it. Let's go all in. And we went around town. I hopped into several different raids. We were trying to find the correct moveset. Finally found it. And then we just went for it. It was about 42 minutes, and it took us the whole duration. The very last attempt, it would have been over, the raid would have been gone, and there was not many more spawning at that point because raids were kind of ending. So let's go ahead and hop into this, check out the investments that it did take, and talk about the Pokemon that we had to use, which is only going to be one, Roserade. What a beast it is. So let's get into it, trainers. All right, trainers, so we're going to be taking a look at our first attempt here. We're going to skip attempt 2 and 3. The Groudon was quite aggressive with the solar beams. We did come fairly close, and it was down to the last second. The second attempt, I would say, we lost that one. We had about, just a sliver of health left. You couldn't even see it, basically. The clock kind of ended early. As for the first attempt, we'll take a look at that here. We should have beat it, but that's okay. I was just telling her before we started, let's just keep our cool. We know what it is. We've been doing this for 2 years. This is kind of like a throwback video from my old style, powering up all these Pokemon and then duoing some absurd thing. But I told her to keep her calm. We'll just keep trying. And guess what? It paid off in the end. So what was the investment cost? Well, I've been slowly powering up Roserades over time, and I just went all in. The first try, we did do this several days ago. She tried using a couple others. She powered up a few Roserades to max, but you have to have a full team. As well as myself, I topped off a few. I was being a little stingy with the Stardust the first time around. I was like, we still got close, but I was just telling her, well, we need completely maxed out Roserades. And then, well, Kato uploads a video, and we're like, okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do what we do and take out raids as a duo here. So the investment for Stardust was around, I would say, 1.3 to 1.4 million. And I did power up some that did have lesser defense and stamina. For the most part, they're all 15, except for one, the lucky one, which is sitting at 14 attack. It's actually a 14, 14, 14. And people are like, well, why would you invest in the lesser ones? Well, since I've been doing this for so long, I know what it takes. You have to have that 15 attack. The lower defense is actually going to help you. Therefore, you're going to gain energy quicker because you have less defense. But you all know about that, right? So here we are powering up my 100, which I evolved it up. It was about time for that. And then doing that lucky one as well. Now for the Groudon, it was great for the first run. The RNG was amazing. It was just about, is the clock going to let us do this? Are we going to be able to complete it? Because I'm pretty sure we got the health down to 0 at around 4 seconds, but it ended early. You know what it is. The raids are kind of broken. Not kind of. They're extremely broken. So we just kept going and going, and then we finally did it in our last attempt. Now, if you do not know this by now, Roserade is going to be the best grass attacker as well as the best poison attacker. And as a pure grass attacker with Razor Leaf and Grass Knot, it will even be outperforming the Community Day Frenzy Plant grass types, which is pretty amazing. So the investment in these is pretty solid, I would say. And this is why I've been investing in them slowly over time. And it didn't cost me so much this time around because I had quite a few powered up. I just needed to top off a few, as well as power up 3 other ones. I do believe, no, 2 other ones. These 2 right here, and then top off the rest. And that's a recipe for success there. So the time you're looking for on this, I know Groudon's taking off, and it did have an HP buff. That's why it's going to be extremely hard to do it this time around. If it did not receive the HP buff, well, that's an easy duo. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but it's going to be a one and done if you had the Roserades. But with that new HP buff, it's very close. Very close. You need to be down to like about 75, 76 seconds in the red and have perfect RNG. Now, the moveset on this one is Dragon Tail and Solar Beam. Solar Beam is what you're going to want to have on it. Obviously, Scarlet Witch and myself are best friends as well, so we do have that boost. And sunny weather. You have to have the stars aligning, folks, pretty much. And the investment in these Roserades. You have to be committed to that. It wasn't too hard for me, like I said, because I had a few already powered up, so I was comfortable just, you know, doing that. But Scarlett did send me a picture last night with a full maxed out team. She said, we're doing this. And I was like, whoop, okay, well, time to invest in the rest of mine. And I just went ahead and did that. So I'm happy I did, because when you complete these, guys, the feeling is absolutely amazing of accomplishing this, you know, something, you know, people go in with big groups to do, and sometimes they can't even complete it. Solar Beam, I mean, that's the hard one. People use their water counters, and, you know, sometimes it can be pretty difficult. But anyways, good stuff. And you have another day if you wanted to attempt this. You're going to have all of those things on your favor. Best Friends, Sunny Weather, Roserades, Razor Leaf, and Grass Knot, as well as the Dragon Tail and Solar Beam moveset, and you should be good to go. So taking a look at this one here, we're going to be hopping into the successor one in just a moment. So we have... yeah, we're looking good. This is pretty much on par, guys. We did it. I was telling her, what if we do a one and done? So when do you want to get hit with the Solar Beam? Well, technically after you get off at least 2 Grass Knots. 3 is going to be amazing. And if you get finished off with a sliver of health by Solar Beam, that can be good, and it can be bad in a way, because you kind of want to get hit by that Solar Beam so you can gain all that energy for your Grass Knot to just pump them out as quick as possible. And then those Dragon Tails, they're hurting pretty good. As you can see here, I wasted some energy. I was not able to get it off. And another tip for you as well is, if you're about to get off a Grass Knot, it's about to faint to you, and you are going to have that health retract, just keep going Grass Knot. With that said, big shout out to Scarlet Witch. Thank you so much for investing, and enjoy, folks. And I'll catch you all next time. Take care.